Hello there folks and welcome to part 17 of Season 2 of our Neil Robertson Pro career on Snooker 19 and part 86 of the series as a whole. And today we take on Liam Highfield, ranked 63rd in the rankings, 53 places separates us in the second round of the Scottish Open. Now if you're keeping up the series, you'll know last episode was in, what was it in the last episode? The Northern Ireland Open, of course, against Lee Hang, the last 32. So you'll be thinking, where the bloody hell is the UK's then, Toby? And I've got a bit of a story to tell you. Got through the last 128, and then we played Michael Georgiou in the last 64. It was a game, you know, I was tempted to show because I really thought this result could have been something that could have happened, and it did. As you can see now, we lost 3-2 to Michael Georgiou. To be fair, we didn't play that bad. We had the high break of 73, and if you look at total points, Michael Georgiou edged it, but in a 5-frame match, it's going to be like that if he gets the win. But it was a close match. But going into the final frame, Georgiou won. And we dropped out of the UK Championships the last 64. Just about surmounting and making the problem worse for what seems to be a really dry run at the moment. Then we played against David Lilley, which you can now see in the first round of this Scottish Open. It was an easy win, a good confidence booster. Granted, not the best match of our lives. Although Lilley only scored 70 points in the 3 frames as a whole. We scored 209 points and won the game by 3 frames to nil. So fingers crossed, we can actually get a win on camera, something which we haven't had for a very long time now, I think. I think I'm right. I'm going to check the iPad on this in terms of YouTube Studio. The iPad only usually comes out on Retro Sundays, but today it's coming out for the Snooker 19 video. And of course, if you do enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like. It does mean a hell of a lot for the channel and a hell of a lot for boosting the video. Now, we lost in the Champion of Champions, lost the Northern Ireland Open. We lost against Sonny Akani, and of course we lost in the Masters final. So we're still on a painful run, where the last match we won on camera, apologies about, you might have heard the mic go a bit there, I've just whacked it for some reason. The last match we won on camera was the semi-final of the Masters. So today we hopefully will return to winning form. I've done this match just to see how we get on, and hopefully to get a win on camera. But let's see how it goes, shall we? But your support is great as usual. There is a new patch coming out. I'll say patch, that is a little bit harsh on the break, but it shouldn't be too bad. I think we'll get away with it, or will we? Will we? Will we? Yes, I think we will. But too hard, really, on the break in the end. Oh, no, we won't get away with it. You can get to this red. But that is not the best approach from Liam Highfield. And this is the sort of situation now where we've got to go and win the frame. We have to go and win the frame from here. There's no other option, in my opinion. The way we're playing at the moment, we just simply have to win the frame from here. I mean, that was, as I say, wasn't the best approach. We have an all-or-nothing shot, definitely. And he's been quite catastrophic, it has to say, at that shot. But what I was going to say, there is a new patch out in the next few days. And as I said, it's a patch. But it's a new addition to the game. It is the challenge pack, which I'm very much excited to see. I'm definitely going to pick it up and hopefully show you guys the nooks and crannies of the challenge pack in a few videos, and hopefully we'll enjoy that. Something a little bit different. And oh, where's that black going? Oh, thank goodness for that. That's actually opened up the table a lot more as well, that pot, but the black in an awkward position, it has to be said, so we are going to go for the green, which luckily is more than open here.
Oh, what a shot. Unbelievable.
Yeah, they've just completely missed. I've potted the brown.
Top shot.
Foul.
Yeah, I've potted the brown. Bloody hell. You'd never think, would you? That cannon off the green, we hit the brown second, and, well, yeah, that's how that ended. And Liam Highfield starts off a break well. I'll tell you something, if he wins this frame, this just shows how we've been playing recently. I mean, except we haven't had much practice at the game, I get all that. And that's a pretty bad shot. But, no, we're just not playing well enough at the moment. Oh, my goodness me. Yeah, I mean, given the way I don't know if it's pressure against playing us or what, but yeah, this is not the best way to play him. It has to be said. It's unorthodox at best, it has to be said. But we are going with a bit of a whack policy, whack and hope for the best. Because the balls are all out of position. It makes it very tricky to get a chance. And luckily, if it had been any further, we'd have been really stumped, but it wasn't. So we did get away with that. Going to look to get the blue at some point soon, but the most important thing at the moment is just getting a bit of a break going. Then we can focus on what we need to do to win the frame. End of the day, our high break against Lilley was 30. okay, I might not have been concentrating the most because you do get a bit complacent in these matches. But you know, that's a fair thing to say. But at the same time, that is a pretty poor performance. Get to the pink there, can't we? Actually.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket.
Black cannon on the red.
Great shot.
Hopefully that'll come back up and give us a decent potting chance, which it does.
10.
Good to see. Oh, yeah, I've got a bit of a tickly cough, I think, at the moment. I think it's only a temporary thing. I've just had my lunch, so I can only figure out it's something to do with that. Who knows? But I've got me Carlsberg pint of orange squash, so hopefully we should be okay.
11.
But hopefully you guys are all good. As I say, it's great to have Snooker 19 back on a regular basis. I know I've missed the odd episode here and there, but I am trying to do this series as much as possible in terms of the scheduled agreement, which I made with you guys unofficially, of course, in a few videos ago. But I do love Snooker 19. I mean, it's a game that's been out for, it'll be 8 months in a few days' time, which is crazy, really.
18.
And I'll still enjoy it like it's new. There aren't many games, new games anyway. Of course, old games, old classics you love. But there aren't many new games that are 8 months old and you still really enjoy playing them, arguably as much as you did on the first day. It's also worth a comment that there aren't too many games that are 8 months old that developers still bring out a patch for. So as much as people moan about the quality of patches and, oh, it's ridiculous, you know, food for thought there. I'm going to go for the yellow at this point. Not the best shot from us. Let's make sure the yellow does go in though, for goodness sake. As it should do. Move the blue. Oh no, we haven't moved the blue. We've actually missed the blue, which is a real shame. A good tap on the blue wouldn't have hurted things at all.
29.
Hurted? Hurted? Is that a word? Hurted? I don't think... No, it's not, is it? Hurted? No. I don't know. What's the past tense of hurt? I was hurt. Yeah, I don't think hurted's a word. Pained is a word. But this is like... I mean, we've had all sorts. We've had over 100 episodes of Snooker 19 at this point, and we've had all sorts.
Yeah.
We've had French, we've had...
37.
Well, yeah, I'm basically the Henry Blowfield of snooker, really. But, yeah. I quite like to have a relaxed approach to these videos. Because with my other content, I don't tend to, and this is the most enjoyable way to do things, I think, and you guys seem to enjoy it too. But we have already beaten our high break from that David Lilly match, so that's definitely a plus. This is a bit of a trickier black than we might realise, but... we've realised the potential of that ball. There's a few tricky shots, admittedly, we're going to have to take on soon. Try and screw back for the black. It's a little bit of a tricky one, actually. Let's have a look at our options here. I mean, that's not going to go, so we're going to have to go for this. And just potentially play with a bit of top. See how we get on. That's not too bad at all. That worked a treat. And I'm just thinking then we can screw back and get better on for one of the reds. It would have been a little bit awkward from the other side of the table. But as you can see, if we line this up decently, we can just go for this one into the middle pocket. I mean, I don't think we'll need all of these to win the frame. It'd certainly be good practice to get all of them. But if we get red, then go for the pink. I mean, we haven't potted a blue in this break, which is pretty rare for us, you have to say. We'll get the red. Get the pink, screw back onto the cushion for the red that's obviously on the cushion. And as confirmed, that does shut the door on his opponent. But we actually have to go for the long pot here because we can't, because it's at a slight angle, we can't actually get back to the middle pocket side of the red. So that's not ideal, has to be said. But we'll still have a punt. I mean, we're 60 ahead. How many's remaining? 43, 51 remaining. So... we might as well have a punt at this. We'll only surprise ourselves if it goes in. Doesn't look too bad, the trajectory on that. And it's there. Beautiful. And if we can get for the green, perhaps, here. And it's going to be a little bit awkward because the angle isn't quite straight. I thought it'd be straighter than that, admittedly. We might as well have a little bit of practice, haven't we? Not going to hurt us. Try and get the pink. I mean, let's have a look at these reds. It just about goes, I think, actually. I'm looking, of course, if we come back and try and pot the the red on the cushion like we did before. Let's have a sniff. It's only for my own practice, really, this is. We're out of form, and it wouldn't hurt to take on this sort of shot. No, it's not going to make it. It would fit. It looked like it from the other side, but no, nowhere near. So I have to get between the two reds to have any sort of chance. Guess we'll just play with some top and see what happens. We're going to be there or thereabouts. If we've got the pot, that is. And we have missed the pot. And we moved the red, which actually would have been quite nice. Quite a decent potting position. But we didn't pot the pink. As you can see, there's 18 points difference. You need a few snookers, and he's conceded the frame there. Good start. As you can tell, I think we're not playing the best snooker in the world, but I think that frame, it wasn't too bad. We made one or two mistakes, but Liam Highfield was nothing short of... I mean, rubbish is the word, isn't it? I mean, come on, mate. That's a thick break, it has to be said. A lot of reds being moved then. We've got a straight red as our first pot. I feel like this is the bigger opportunity, if any, to go and win this episode. I mean, unless Liam Highfield changes his ways, we should be in for... I mean, I don't want to be cocky, but because it never works, that doesn't. But we should be in for a 3-0 win, to be honest. You just 7 now, I suppose.
Oh, he's taking it on.
Good pot. She wants to try and get close to that cushion. It will be a long pot and a little bit more awkward, actually, because we are right on the cushion. But it shouldn't be too bad. Not the best. Not ideal, anyway.
Fancies this red.
I do fancy it. Let's give it a go. It's there. Good pot.
Not what he intended.
Yeah. That's a shame. Can we just about get to the green? No, I didn't think so. Maybe we can get there now, of course. But that's going to be a big risky shot. Let's give this a try. Obviously got to hit it the exact angle, which is always a bit of a problem for me. Let's hit it a bit softer. We want it just behind the green if we can. Let's try this. Bit hard, but I think we should be okay. Let's have a look. I don't know if it hit the green. It was very close.
Well, that'll annoy.
No, we didn't. That's a shame.
Foul and a miss.
That is a shame.
Robertson, 7.
But he's just going to go for the safety rather than get us to play on, which isn't a bad move. Oh dear, that was very close. But once again, you have to say the quality of that safety was poor at best. I mean, it's only just been left on, but he has left on a pot here. Has to be said, he's not done very well at safety today. Has he, Liam Highfield? But oh well. Just trying to play into these reds, give ourselves a good starting chance.
Brilliant pot, outstanding.
But that didn't really happen, did it? Okay. It's only because we played it a lot harder. That's the problem. We set up a shot to go somewhere, and then if you play it a lot harder, then there's no point setting up the shot as it would have been. I think I'm going to play the same shot again, you know, with this green, to be honest. Or maybe the yellow. Won't hurt. See if we can get behind it. I mean, we'd probably be better coming back up and down, aren't we? But I'd rather get snug just behind it. Because there's not really much of an opportunity here. I mean, did we hit that? That would have been thin.
Neil Robertson, 1.
No, we did. That was a good shot. But he can just about get to that red, unfortunately. And that's not a bad safety from Liam there, that isn't. Has to be said.
He's taking this red on.
No, I'm not. Well, I could be taking it on. It's certainly unintentionally. But go on. Hello. Hello. Hello.
No, not quite.
Oh.
Pretty close, though.
I'll tell you what, I wasn't even taking that on for a pot. I just wanted to get it safe. And I think he's got a route to it, the lucky bugger. No, he hasn't. But that wasn't a bad a spot, was it? That wasn't at all. What we'll do here, just try and tap it. There's literally no way I want to get it at 10. There we go. There's literally no way we can miss this, surely. Bit hard. That's worrying. That's worrying. Oh, now we have potted it. I mean, there was quite a bit of room for error, as I've just said there. So that's okay. We could be off. Bear in mind that pink's going to be a risk, isn't it? Saying that if it's there, I think the red will go. Let's have a look.
7.
Yes, there we go. I knew it would. We can't quite play into the pack, really. Get the pot, though. There we go. That'll do. That's moved a few of them about.
Great split.
8.
Not a great split, I think he said there. And I agree with him, to be honest. It's not the best in the world. So what we're going to have to do is try and affect things again. Ultimately.
You'll need to strike the cue ball very true here.
As he said, needed a big strike. Just needs a good tap here to try and get something on. There is a red on it, I think.
13.
Yes, there is. So we get away with that. Try and get bulk side of the blue. Because these reds, even though they are open, it's still not a great opportunity. We're going to have to build that. We're just about bulk side of the blue. I mean, if we want to be bulk side of the blue, we are the very inch there, really. But once again, we're just going to have to whack these. Have to be careful where we do whack them. Because there's always the silly potential of knocking one in. Which can always happen. But that's not a bad split.
19.
We're not playing badly here. This is a good confidence booster if we do go on and win this. And again, we're going to go into the blue because that's the only thing we can do at the moment. Pink and black are a little bit of an issue. Maybe we can get to the pink, actually. Rather not hedge my bets. And that's a little bit better. That's more what we were looking at in terms of bulk side of the blue. We don't need anything too heavy, nothing too flashy, because the reds are separated decent. We just need a bit of a tap. Where's the cue ball, though?
Position.
That's okay.
25.
Yeah, position's not great, is it? We're going to have to try and guide this to the middle pocket. It's going to be tricky.
This is a half chance.
We'll see straight away. It looks pretty good to me. That is a good pot.
That's a wonderful, wonderful pot.
26.
Could have done with being a little bit harder and we would have set up the straight blue. It is tempting, that is, though. I mean, it doesn't lead to anything, but we've shot ourselves in the foot, I think, a little bit here. Let's try something, though. Let's just try and pot it from here. That's out, isn't it? Oh, my God. What a cannon that is. That is lucky. Very lucky. It was a bit off, that was.
31.
And hit it. I mean, I could boast and say that was my plan all along. It really wasn't. But a bit of luck is needed in this game sometimes, and you get it sometimes, don't you? Sometimes you clearly don't. Again, a little bit too far bulk side of the blue that time. It seems we're compensating now, overcompensating for the very slight bulk side we got of the blue on the first occasion. Go for the yellow, though. Better than smack in the bottom, as I always say. Smack on the bottom, not in the bottom. That'd be weird. Anyway.
34.
God, I do talk some rubbish in these videos. Right, let's talk about the snooker, shall we? That might be a good thing to talk about. Right. Decent shot there. Pink's going to be a little bit of a tricky angle from here. Not too bad. If it goes, that's a good point. I'm glad I checked that. It's marginal. Can we get to the black? Yeah, we can. We'll go for the black then.
This looks pretty simple.
That's not too bad. We'll take the black. Any harder, it would have been a bit of a problem. Because we've been well up in the bulk area, but
32.
we're playing well. Our potting game seems to be good. I mean, he's not put us under much pressure, it has to be said. But, as I always say, especially when we gift people chances, it's alright gifting them a chance. They're still got to pot the balls. If nobody pots the balls, then you're in again. So, that's my argument.
43.
This could be tight if we get the intended shot here. Don't think I even have to comment on what I'm trying to do. That is exactly how I wanted it.
50.
Solid. Good stuff. Breaker 50. Good stuff. I'm happy with this. We're certainly going in the right direction today.
Just the red required.
And as he hinted there, just the red required for the frame.
51.
I'm well away from a grand slam in this match. 3-0 win against Liam Highfield. But as I've said, for practice, let's go and get these. Ooh. Hang on a roly mo. We'll have to play with some topspin and hope that we get a decent position.
I'd assume he'd take this on.
Pink side of the red. That's not going anywhere near far enough. That being said, no, I don't think we can get to it. I don't think we can get to it. Which we can't. Just going to be forced to play a safety. That wasn't anywhere near hard enough. But okay, that's fine. You can still see a few cracks in our game, but 30 break was our highest against David Lilly. This time it's been 50 odd. So
Robertson.
we're just getting ourselves back up to the standard.
Conceded. Frame.
And in this match we haven't done too badly at that at all. 2-0 to us at the moment. And we're 1 frame away from going through to the last 32.
He's playing some great
Which,
snooker
in
at the
most
moment.
tournaments,
He's on a
yeah,
real roll.
mere formality for
Could be concerning
Robbo.
for his opponent.
But at the moment, the way we're playing, it's not really a mere formality. That is not a bad break, though. Go on, stay. Lovely. Beautiful.
He'll be conscious of not
Every shot we
overhitting
play,
this.
we have more
Pace
confidence.
is
And
key.
poor Liam Highfield must think, I don't know why I bothered turning up. That being said, he could come back into this, he could shock us all. And that would really poo-poo my ideas, wouldn't it?
1.
I think the way we're playing today is far better than we've played in any episode for a long time. But I suppose if you're given the freedom to do so, then that's not too much of a surprise.
8.
Well, we are
Touching
touching
ball.
ball, so we need to get away from that. We'll obviously just go and pot this one to avoid any issues with that. Nice and soft to get back on the black. We're on a warp 147, everyone. Yeah, that's going to end pretty soon, I'll
That
tell you
could have
that
finished
much.
A little better.
Yeah, I agree with that, actually. It is a bit of a problem, that is. Yeah, 147 you might have to wait. I just think it's a dangerous shot.
Well,
The blue's a
I'm not
dangerous
surprised
shot, I
he's
agree
taking
with
on
that as well,
here.
but the fact that we can't get any screw back is going to be more detrimental on that black shot than it ever would have been on the blue shot.
14.
As you can see, it's a relatively easy pot here still. We're going for a similar shot with the black now,
He's aiming to sink this
with the
into
blue as
right
our
corner.
get out clause, but I'm just going to have a look at this with the black. Good pot on the red.
What a top pot that
Let's have a
was.
sniff. Let's have a sniff.
What a wonderful
It's
pot.
better, but again, position's not guaranteed. And I do worry about that. I'd rather take less of a risk, particularly being 2-0 up. We don't want to look like a pillock.
Long
Equally,
pot, right up his
screwing this right into the middle pocket is not exactly what we want to do, and hopefully that
What a
does stop, which it
magnificent
does.
pot that is.
And another good pot on the blue. Can we win this in one visit? And I have to say, Liam Highfield will have a pretty low points ratio, poor lad. Don't want to jinx it, though. Good shot. Good shot. Good shot.
Not really the level of control he was after there. Lost the cue.
Yeah, I agree, actually. That's not too good.
21.
But, that being said, it's okay. We like the blue. The blue's our friend. Always has been, always will be. Until we start missing the blue, that is. Right, we're going to take a risk here. Risk, I'd argue, we could. We need to take at this stage in the frame. Got the pot.
27.
Hopefully we can get past it for the green, can we? Not to pot. Ooh, dear. That was not the best shot in the world. I suppose it would make sense, 'cause it's the only ball we can get to, easily anyway, is to go for the pink and just hopefully put it off that cushion into the bulk area. That's not a bad attempt. There's a bit more on it, that did. Our safety play always suffers. I will readily admit that. But given his potting today, that is a pretty good pot. I'll give him that. He's been a bit weak. But yeah, we took the risk. Didn't pay off. If we'd have smashed open the reds, would have done well. Maybe a little bit harder that shot needed to be. But they're never the easiest shots, the tight ones into the pocket. So you don't want to play with more power than you need, do you?
5.
That being said, we were blasting that 70-odd%, which is a lot more power than we probably would have needed. But we actually get to see a bit of Liam Highfield today, and actually a bit of a chance to potentially put Liam Highfield's face on my thumbnail.
14.
Apart from when he's taking a break shot. Could get back into this, he could. It's always good to demolish an opponent, I accept that, but you don't want to be playing against a mug. You want to be playing against the best. I accept Liam Highfield isn't one of the best.
22.
But he's on the tour. Anybody can beat anybody. As our previous results, unfortunately, in detriment to us, have clearly proved. What's he on now? A colour? No, he's on a red, so he's mucked that one up a little bit. It is tight, but he's actually made that. He's made that. Fair play to him. Good shot. The way he's playing here, he can certainly go and win the frame.
He won't be happy.
Maybe not with that sort of shot, though. I mean, I think he can still get to the red, actually. No, he can't, so he's just playing a safety. And it's clear his safety suffers a little bit as well. He's just whacked into the reds, and it would have actually been a... Have they just cheered for that, really?
Yes, he's taking the pot.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I say that, there's about 2 people there. But I can't really mock his safety, because our safety is just about as bad. And that isn't the best shot in the world. But we get away with it. Hello, Brown. Is it me you're looking for? Right, let's try and touch this red, slow it down, and then get onto the red near it's the corner pocket. The opposite corner pocket, of course. Oh. There's a cannon, but not the intended effect. And thank goodness it wasn't closer, or else we wouldn't have been on a red at all. But luckily, this red is our saviour. Let's make sure Liam Highfield doesn't have a chance now. We gave him a little bit of a showcase.
6.
Can't give him any more. Sorry, passes are up. After this frame, hopefully, it should be a second consecutive 2-0 win.
13.
Let's have a look though. Oh, that's a bit easier, isn't it? Goodness me. It'd be silly not to take that on. It's as straight as you'd like. Straight as an arrow.
14.
I'm going straight. I am straight as an arrow. Name the series that followed up then. Black in. Can't screw back off the cushion, which could be a problem, but it's a pretty straight red, I think. Into the middle. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
21.
The gap's not that. The gap isn't as much as I thought it would be, to be fair, at this stage. But every ball we pot, obviously, makes it closer for us winning the frame and the match. And our first match on camera, I mean, that would be a good chance, and actually it is. But look, we can't get black side of that red, and that's no good to me. So there isn't really a good chance here, I'd argue, for anything. Yeah, it's going to have to be a long pot attempt to get there. Just worried about the blue blocking it, but there is a route through, I believe, as there is. But it was pretty close. But 21 is the gap at the moment. 22 will be the gap after this. With 27 remaining.
What a great pot.
And a black or pink will finish off the chances of Liam Highfield. And this feels like a tournament win. Really does. This does feel like a tournament win because we've lost so many matches recently on camera. Yes, we've won them away from camera, but it's never as special as winning on camera. And the applause shows us that we should win this match now by 3 frames to 0 and get through to the next round. Although, unfortunately,
just the colours to go.
A little bit of a fiddly one, this will, to finish it off in style, and that's far too hard. Although, that being said, alright, stop now. Stop taking the mick.
36.
That being said, it is a tricky pot on the green, but it's not unachievable.
So, this pot...
Focus on the pot position will come second this time. Lovely.
That's a top shot. Well played.
Right, let's try and finish this off in style,
39.
eh? Increase our average break and all that fancy stuff as well, so Never going to complain against that.
43.
But no, good match today. I hope you guys have enjoyed.
He's an expert long tosser.
Pretty much
and
all
he's
us,
taking
which
this on.
is definitely a nice thing to see.
Trademark long pot there. Such talent.
And
48.
this pink and a black will be a nice break of another 13, so 61. Not the best position on the black, but because it's the only ball on the table, we don't have to get position for anything else. And with this black, hit it. It's in the pocket, and we win the match against Liam Highfield within half an hour as well. By a score of 3 frames to nil. 61 was up the break there. Might have been the highest break of the match. Let's have a butchers. Let's see how the highest break looked. Highest break was that 61. And as you can see, I mean, we dominated David Lilly, but we really dominated Liam Highfield there. He's out. We're through to the last 32 of the tournament, of course, that we are looking to retain, to hold. We won the Scottish Open last year against Satnav Selby. Or Mark Selby, to his friends. And that is an interesting match up next, isn't it? Anthony McGill, a player I don't actually think we've played. So that'll be coming on, let me think, either Friday or Saturday. Hopefully Friday. I'm going to try and get into the schedule of doing this quite often. But of course, as I've said, we are looking to fight to get this tournament back. And we are playing a Scot in this next match, so I think if we get through this match, it really gets to the big stage, the last 16, etc. But I don't think I've showed you this for a while. Dingshan Wheat is up to 7th in the rankings. Of course, we're out of the top 10. And Lazowski's into 9th. But how much is the prize money for this tournament? 6,000 if we win this match. I have a funny feeling. I'm going to check this while I'm here. I have a funny feeling. I could be completely wrong. But I think it's at least a 6-figure figure. At least a 6-digit figure. 6-figure. A 6-figure figure. A 6-digit figure. I'm sure it's a 6-digit figure for winning this tournament. I'm sure of it. And obviously, if... we'll get ahead of Kyron and Jack with that. Obviously, Dingshan will probably get to the lighter rounds. Total prize from £366,000. And the winner, how much does the winner get? Probably best looking at last year's, aren't we? Last year, come on Wikipedia, make it easy for me to find. I'm not bothered about who qualified. Points of his distribution. Winner Scottish Open, 70k according to this. That could be more, could be a bit less. But all we know is I suppose we get at least 50 grand if we go and win. That is a bit of a high objective, but we really do need to start playing well. And perhaps just winning in this episode could well be the catalyst for doing so. I am just scrolling through if any of you guys are interested in any names that are there. You might think, oh, that's nice to see him or whatever up there. Alan McManus, 55th. I mean, we don't have the variance in results unless we're playing, do we? Yeah, that's something that I think Ripstone and Lab 42 will sort out in terms of the variance in results. But poor Luke Simmons, Cahill, Lilly, Halworth, and, well, the 4 of them, they haven't won a match. Deary me, poor them. But we'll be back on Friday or Saturday for this match against Anthony McGill, and hopefully it'll be a good match that gets us through to the last 16. If you've enjoyed that match, leave a like down below, comment your thoughts as well, and subscribe for regular Snooker 19 content, including the new challenge pack that comes out on the 12th of December, which, in my world, is it tomorrow? Is it tomorrow? Yes, it's... that's right, it's tomorrow. It's the 11th today, so yes, the 12th tomorrow. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later on. Goodbye for now.